All right, everybody, let's get right into it. Hey, Nike, uh, if you need someone to, you know, promote these gloves, I'm here. Give me a call. You know what I'm saying? I've been wearing those to the beach, and they have the touch sensitivity, and not once have I been too cold. So, anyways, let's get right into it, everybody. Uh, Pick this up out on the beach. Thank you, Adafruit, for being a nice sport on that. I know you didn't leave this out there, just fooling around. So, trying to make videos that are interesting for people. So let's get into this. I'm gonna backpedal just a little bit because I'll give you a little information about what I picked here. So on here I picked it's the Adafruit. I'm so sorry. Adafruit Cutie Pie. So QT and then PY, and this is the ESP32-S2. And this is the Wi-Fi dev board with the Stemma QT. And what I mean by step back on this is a while ago I rush ordered something and I got one of the cutie pies, and it wasn't the one that I thought I was getting, and I kind of just, what do they call that? Quick clicked. And when I got it, I'm not gonna say I wasn't happy with it. I'll say I enjoyed it, and I had fun with it, and it reminded me a lot of the Seed Studio one. But there was just something about how I felt as if I should have researched it a little bit more. And on this one, I did kind of check it out, and I did want to make sure I went through Adafruit. I didn't go, around it or anything like that. But I got two of them. So the last one I had, I smoked it, and I don't know, I wired it wrong, or I did something wrong with it, and I think I cooked it. So this time I got two of them because they're not that expensive, and I also, I hate it. I hate it when I do stupid things, but life is about challenges and getting around difficult things, and sometimes I may be too tired, or I can't see very well. I don't have my glasses, and I end up making mistakes. But anyways, let's get right into this. This is pretty difficult to see, but this is their little cutie pie. And I don't know if I have to do it like that. I don't think it has an autofocus, but I'm just trying to give you a reference to what it looks like. But super, super sweet, right? And it's got the USB-C, and it comes with the header pins and all that. And one of the things I think that are everyone is moving into is this Wi-Fi market. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm sure there's a lot of people who sign up for, you know, this idea that they're going to do Internet of Things, or IoT, and it's so hard that it's almost gimmicky that you think, oh, I'll get into it. But I'm not into that. I'm not into like that too much. But what I really want to do is I want to be able to say, if I have a device somewhere and I want to just kind of see what it's doing, then I like that idea. As simple as like a weather station or something like that. When you buy something in a commercial type environment where you say, oh, I want my little, how about this? When I say I want my barbecue temperature probe to tell me when the steak is ready and it's 50 feet away from the table. I kind of like that idea. I don't use those ideas. I don't do that at all. I don't practice that stuff. So whenever I'm making an electronics project, I think, what is something that I want to be able to do? What is the capabilities? So picking up this cutie pie, the idea is that I want to have Wi-Fi. I want to get into the ESP32. I do have an ESP32, the larger type ESP32. And currently, as you know, I'm doing the Pico stuff with Wi-Fi. So as I'm moving into that space, it's getting funner and funner to sort of explore networks and stuff like that. Now, granted, I'm not going any further than my network, so like I can't, I tried it before. I tried using, we used to have like a swimming pool, and I would throw throw like a submarine kind of thing in there and see how that would work, but it never really worked out. It's just the signal's too far, and I didn't do PoE, which is power over Ethernet. I didn't want to do any of that stuff. I just kind of like to still be in the house, still look out the window, still be able to do something like that. So that's kind of where all these projects seem to be going. So we're gonna give this a try today. I'll have to solder it up and go from there, and then we'll just see how it is. But I remember the last Cutie Pie I had. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I can even see now that they have like a couple resets. So one is probably a boot, maybe the other one's a reset. And the stemma, you know what we're talking about with that. I'm never prepared, my gosh. So the stemma is all about these little interconnects that they have going on. So, alright, I'm not going to keep digging for that, but there's the interconnect cables that they have, and Adafruit really makes it easy. You know, you're just going to plug in, and you don't have to do a lot of soldering or anything like that. So if those are the kind of projects you're working on, that's the right idea, is to just say, pick up a couple of those cables, you know, pick up a couple sensors, and then you have the stemma connection between those two components, and it really makes it easy. Okay, so that's it. What's in the bag today. So I had a good reset out there on the beach with the dog, and I was gonna kind of do a little what is that, like propaganda. I was gonna put my little Pico stickers somewhere, and I thought, man, I'm sure people, maybe I'll hide them some other places, but I think you all know what I mean. Like sometimes you see something like a geocache, and you look at it and you go, what is that really meaning? So I may put these in some places that maybe someone will be sitting there, and you know, they'll look up and they'll be like, oh, that's a GPIO for Raspberry Pico. And I think, you know, if social media isn't gonna inspire people, then maybe that little propaganda, you know, the leaflet kind of idea of me putting something somewhere like a sticker. I mean, I don't know how many times I go through a drive-through, whether it's a Starbucks or somewhere else, and right at the counter as you come up eye level, someone has stuck their sticker there, and I always think that's kind of funny, and I just think, you know, it reminds you that, you know, not everything in life is cookie cut as everyone wants it to be. So those little rogue things like that always make you think more. Okay, so I'm not going to drag you down all day. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for liking and following. Thanks for the comments. I'd like to take a special shout out to Dave K for, you know, really taking the time to keep me engaged and keep me focused with, you know, what other people are seeing as I'm just kind of doing the run and gun. So thanks again for all the support. Thanks again for everything, you guys. Okay, go be you, family first, and I'll see you on the next video.